It's Thursday and it's weigh-in day. And as you can tell by the look on my face, I've had a good week. Guess what I got today? I got my 2.5 stone award. Yes, I was aiming for £4 off, £5 off, because I knew £5 was going to get me this award, and that's what I've been trying to get for like months now. However, I lost £6.5 this week. I'm absolutely stoked. I am so happy. Honestly, you should have seen me doing my happy dance in the car park to the hotel where we have class. Seriously, I actually got caught. Somebody saw me. But anyway, I didn't care because I was really happy. So despite some of the days from this last week being really difficult, almost like bordering on being hell, it was totally worth it to get a £6.5 loss, which now means there was me the other day saying, well, I only need to get a 5 off to get my 2.5 stone award. Well, now I only have to have 5.5 more off to get my 3 stone award, which means that I am now well on track for getting my 4 stone award for Christmas. So I am absolutely ecstatic, over the moon, chuffed to bits. For dinner tonight, I am doing... Oh, can you see them? Chips. Chips! Slimming World chips. In fact, there's also sweet potato chips in there too. I'm going to have those with an omelette, packed with Asda's pulled ham, which is really yummy, and some cherry tomatoes, and some cheese, and I'll maybe stick a couple of baby cucumbers on there as well for some speed. I just thought I'd pop back on and tell you what I was going to eat, and then I'm going to come back on again later and record the next part. I want to run through some ideas that I have with you, some things that I did this week that maybe helped with my weight loss. So yeah, this video is going to be a little bit kind of jumping around from one thing to the next, but I'm not happy that I don't care, and I'm sure you guys will be fine with it. Good evening. So, to round up, today for my lunch I had Diet Coke chicken with rice. For my dinner I had a 3-egg omelette with ham and onions and cherry tomatoes and cheese, and I served that with a couple of baby cucumbers for more speed and some Slimming World chips. It was an assortment of white potato chips and sweet potato chips, and that was very nice. And for my supper I have a whole assortment of things on my plate next to me. I have some mandarin oranges, some apples, some grapes, some nuts, and some sponge fingers, and some crisps. Loads of stuff. 14.5 sins. So I am going to go and enjoy them very much. But before I do, I just wanted to quickly run through a couple of things I think I've done slightly differently, or changes that I've started to implement that I think have perhaps helped with my weight loss and helped me get the £6.5 off this week. There's 6 things that I can think of kind of off the top of my head. The first one is the fact that I now have a mentor. I have somebody holding me accountable, and I think that has made the world of difference to me because I basically have to tell them everything I eat. So if I was to cave and have a pizza, I would have to confess it, and so that makes it a lot harder for me to think, oh, I'll get a takeaway tonight, because then, you know, I would have to explain why, and yeah, I don't want that. I don't want to be put in that position of looking bad for having something that isn't on plan. So having a mentor has definitely helped to keep me focused, and also to encourage me and keep me motivated and keep me focusing on my aims and my goals. Secondly, I've introduced nuts into my diet, mainly Brazil nuts, but also there's been a couple of days where I had hazelnuts and almonds as well. But Brazil nuts are the key thing, I find, especially with my thyroid. So I have anywhere between 4 and 6 Brazil nuts a day. Now, you can either have those, I think you can have 5 as a healthy extra, I think. But the ones I get, I weigh, and basically it works out roughly 1 sin per Brazil nut. So yeah, I've had those, and because they're full of protein and full of selenium, they've kind of helped to fill me up. So I haven't woken up as many nights hungry this week. I've also found that rather than trying to eat 3 big meals and just failing because I can't eat that much, that I've started to eat smaller amounts but more often. Now, what I generally eat through the day, I wouldn't necessarily call them meals, but it's more like grazing, like children do, where I'll have a banana, and then I'll have an apple, and then I'll have a cereal bar, and then, do you know what I mean? Things that I know I'm allowed to have, I just kind of spread my meals throughout the day. So rather than having 3 big meals, I'm maybe having, say, 5 smaller ones, something like that. But it seems to be helping. It seems to be encouraging me to eat more. So that, I think, has possibly helped. I've been concentrating, especially at supper time, on trying to get plenty of speed foods into my diet, because I'm not the world's best at having fruit and veg and stuff, but this week I think I've definitely had a lot more fruit than I would normally have, so I see that as a step in the right direction. I've been very aware about carbs and proteins this week, and I've been trying to more on the side of proteins than carbs, because obviously protein is more filling, and so that's what I have been trying to keep in mind. Protein will keep me feeling fuller for longer, so eating more ham, eating the nuts, eating more meat in general, that's another good thing. So I've been doing that. And lastly, I've not had any takeaways. So there's another week where I've not had a takeaway, which I know for some people is probably nothing major. Not everybody eats takeaways all the time, but I'd got into the habit of having at least 1 takeaway every week. And so to now not have that has made quite a big difference. Obviously, it's made a difference to my weight loss, but it's also a change of routine, which it's taking a bit of getting used to, if I'm honest. But if it means that I'm gonna keep having these good losses, then I think it's definitely a good thing that I'm reducing my intake of crap food. They're things that are okay to have occasionally, just not as often as I was having them. So they're basically the things I think I've done differently, and that may have attributed to my weight loss for this week. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to wrap this video up, try and get it edited and loaded tonight. And as always, I hope you're having a fantastic week. Let me know how you've gotten on this week, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up below. If you would like to see more recipe ideas, how-to videos, live cook-alongs, cleaning and organising tips and much more, then please click that subscribe button and you will be notified each time I upload a fabby new video. Until next time, my friends.